What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Friday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 9 games on the main slate tonight. I'm doing a free Guru credit code in this video. I'll give you that code to my website after the first couple of my plays. We do have some injury news to wait on, as you know, basically every NBA slate. But we do have some news that we already know that's going to open up some value. And I like the value. I like this slate. And we're coming off of a surprisingly nice finish last night. I didn't think it was going to work out, but it did. Ended up not being too high of a scoring slate. This was a GPP team. The Clippers, a lot of people had them. Bones Highland didn't even play. Was going to get a DNP from the coach, but it was a blowout. So he played at the end of the fourth, played like 5 minutes, ended up getting 9 fantasy points. So we'll take it. I thought he was going to get a 0, but we had the important pieces to the slate. LeBron, Reeves, Advia, Tatum, had them on every lineup. Cash team also cashed very easily. Claxton was huge at 38. And then the after hours lineup, a rare nice game from Steph Curry. Then again, we had those Lakers guys that we needed, and we cashed the after-hours slate on my dub club. So overall, a good night. Let's have a nice night tonight. Busy weekend ahead. It doesn't feel like the weekend since we had, New Year's during the middle of the week. I'm still recovering from New Year's and, just the whole holiday season in general. I haven't been able to make as many videos as I want to, but we're in the new year. I'm ready to go. Give this video a like and subscribe. As usual, I'm going to give one value play at each position using FanDuel salaries, and we're going to start with some value from the Kings tonight. This is my favorite game on the slate, Kings against the Grizzlies. We see a 241.5 over-under, 3.5 point spread for the Kings. I do like the Kings to win this game. Keegan Murray's doubtful, and we saw that affect a lot of things last game when Murray was out. The Kings run a very tight rotation, so one starter who usually plays, 30-plus minutes being out is going to really boost all of these rotational guys, including Malik Monk at point guard, 6,400. We've seen him ever since he got into that starting role. He's been 7,000 to 7,400. He's only 6,400 tonight. Against this Grizzlies team. It's a great matchup. Should be playing 32 to 36 minutes. He needs 32 fantasy points to hit value. He's projected for 35 tonight. Even if Keegan Murray were to play, he would look like a great play tonight. But with Keegan Murray out, that only opens up extra shots and usage for all these starters. Love Malik Monk. You can put him at point guard and shooting guard. I'm going to have a hard time getting off of him tonight in any of my lineups. And then for shooting guard, we're going to stick with the Kings. It's maybe the best value cheap play on the slate, and that's Keon Ellis. Now, I don't know if they're going to start him, put DeMar DeRozan at power forward, or they're going to start Trey Lyles. Either way, I like both guys. I like Lyles. I like Keon Ellis. I don't think it really matters who starts. I think these guys are going to see 30 minutes each, whether they start or not. Keon Ellis played 37 minutes in Keegan Murray's absence last game. That's not a coincidence. We've seen in the past this year when Keon Ellis gets his extra opportunities, he can smash. He went through a bit of a spell where he wasn't cracking the rotation. Now he is again, and he should benefit greatly with Keegan Murray out. 4,100, he needs 20 fantasy points to hit value coming off of that 31-point game with Keegan Murray out. Love Keon Ellis, like Malik Monk. I'm gonna have a tough time getting these guys out of my lineups. For my Guru credit code, go to my website, fd-guru.com. This is where you get all DFS content, FanDuel and DraftKings, as you can see here on the NBA page. FanDuel Cash and GPP, DraftKings Cash and GPP. You use these website credits to buy my content. You have to be signed into an account. It takes a second to make one. Go to the coupon bar here. This is where you buy all your usual Guru credits. Type in Jan 3 NBA 25. All caps, Jan 3 NBA 25, the date and the year. Apply coupon. It'll say coupon successfully applied. You'll see 10 credits go into your balance. Again, just like this video and subscribe. ready for the new year. I'm ready for big things. I'm excited for all the things we have coming. PGA season's back as well. And we have a busy NFL weekend for Week 18. 2 games again on Saturday tomorrow. For small forward, we're going to get more cheap value here. These are some of my favorite cheap value plays on the slate right now. Asar Thompson. Now, we've picked his twin brother, Amin Thompson, on the Rockets a lot this year. He's been starting, and he's looked great. Now, his brother, Asar, looks like a good value play at only $4,600 tonight against the Hornets. The reason being, Jaden Ivey broke his fibula. Just got surgery on it either yesterday or today. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but he'll be reevaluated in a month. Thompson's going to probably step into a bigger role. He was already stepping into a bigger role before Ivy got hurt last game. 24 minutes in back-to-back games. He could end up seeing 30 minutes tonight. That is the first game on the slate, that Pistons and Hornets game at 7 o'clock Eastern, so we will know the starting lineup. I still think he's in play even if he doesn't start. I think there's a good chance we see a guy like Malik Beasley start. LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller are also questionable in that game. Again, we'll know that news before lock. Other questionable people I forgot to mention. Anthony Black for the Magic is questionable. Jaylen Brown and Porzingis questionable. We just got Al Horford for rest, ruled out tonight. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that Celtics team. Jalen Brunson against the Thunder, questionable. I would like to think he's playing in that very competitive, crucial game against the Thunder on the road. The Knicks are going to need Brunson. PJ Washington's questionable for the Mavericks without Doncic. Zach Edey for the Grizzlies. And then in the late game, which we most likely won't know the news before lock, although we got Anthony Davis news early yesterday. I don't know if it's going to be the same today, but that 10:30 game, pretty important injury report. Trae Young and Jalen Johnson on the Hawks, as well as Bogdanovich. And then we see Anthony Davis questionable again. So that Hawks and Lakers game, very important injury game, but there's a decent chance we don't know anything before lock. But nonetheless, I do like Thompson one way or the other. He should be playing 25 or more minutes tonight at only $4,600. Power forward, got to go to Sabonis, my favorite spend up on tonight's slate. Unbelievable matchup against the Grizzlies. No Keegan Murray. Not that, it really matters for Sabonis, but it can only boost his usage even more, although it's already so high. He's looked great, very consistent over the last 3 games. Mid-teens in points, 7 assists in 3 straight games. He needs 47 fantasy points tonight, and we know what he's capable of doing. The matchup is fantastic against this Grizzlies team. He could easily get 60 fantasy points. The upside's as good as anyone on this slate. I love his price at sub 10K. All over the Kings tonight, there's a decent chance I get 4 Kings in my lineups tonight. And then for center, don't love center right now. I think things could change. If you want to do Jokic against the Spurs, he's now 13K, but for good reason. The matchup's there, and he's been cooking. Even Wembanyama could be a great high ceiling play tonight in tournaments because Jokic is not really a defensive guy. I would not worry about Wembanyama with Jokic on him tonight. Wembanyama could easily go off. But in terms of this video for the value, I do like Mark Williams on the Hornets. He saw the most minutes of the season since coming back from injury. It looks like his restriction is over. He played 31 minutes, 20 and 12, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 51 fantasy points. At 6,300, he needs 30, just over 30 fantasy points to hit value. He's done that in his last 5 games, 6 out of his last 7 games. He's looked great, and if he's going to play up towards 30 minutes tonight, he could easily be a fantasy point per minute against the Pistons tonight. I do like Mark Williams. I think he gets over 30 fantasy points in this matchup tonight. That'll do it for this video, guys. Get those Guru credits in, and give this video a like. Let's have a big Friday. Until next time, I am the FD Guru. Peace.